How true is the statement, a student that graduates high school is more likely to earn a higher income, less likely to be incarcerated, and have greater economic mobility across generations in your country? Yes, 1000. You can get around no college degree. It will be hard, and I don't recommend it, but you definitely need a high school diploma. It's true, but I don't think it's a simple cause and effect. Someone who doesn't finish high school is more likely to have other shit like poverty, abuse, family instability, etc. going on, which makes them more likely to struggle in life anyway. This is one of those awkward correlation vs causation things. If you just took the top 2 most competent grade 10 students, forced them from school and made them start a career, they'd still be less likely to be incarcerated, and they would still make more money. Here in the US it's definitely true. Practically every job listing I've ever seen in my life requires the applicant to have a high school diploma or a GED. It's kind of like a U-shaped continuum in terms of success. There are people that do amazing, and it's usually the ambitious ones, but there are also people that do terrible. Graduating college is more like safe. It really depends on the specific circumstances and opportunities available in each country. In some countries, graduating high school may indeed lead to higher income, less likelihood of incarceration, and better economic mobility across generations. However, in other countries with limited access to quality education, socioeconomic disparities, and systemic barriers, simply graduating high school may not guarantee these outcomes. It's important to take into account factors such as job market demand, access to resources and support, and social inequalities when evaluating the validity of this statement in any given country. Considering high school graduation in my country is usually at 15 to 16, I feel like not having a high school diploma or an equivalent would be a massive problem. Yes, people who are able to get better jobs and earn a higher income will have less motivation to turn to crime to support themselves. That's basic economics. In the US at least, a high school diploma is the bare minimum requirement to get a white-collar job. Otherwise you will be stuck in a low-income position for a long time, and will hit a wall if you try to promote above entry management levels. Unless you want to go to trade school, you're not going to get very far in your career otherwise. Basically all jobs want someone who graduated high school. It's extremely easy to do. Basically worthless, at this point. More like it's the bare minimum rather than an advantage. Without it you were restricted to low-paying manual jobs with the exception of a small business and trades that can pay well. It's probably statistically true, but in the US, the public school systems do just push out kids these days even with failing grades. There's a whole lawsuit in Massachusetts that's been going on for years about this, which leaves many people not ready for college, dropping out, and falling into the quote mentioned in the OP. 100 true. This would be true everywhere for a number of reasons. In high-income countries basically everyone gets to this milestone, so if you didn't, it's a strong signal that something fucked up. In low-income countries, this might be a privilege, so achieving it is a signal that you started from a privileged position. This is always true. The higher up you go in education, the better off your raw chances of avoiding incarceration or unforced poverty. That's just a true statement no matter where you are. Education makes you a better version of you, and it's a business investment you're encouraged to make in yourself. I agree that completing high school can lead to a more stable future, but we also need to address issues of access and equity in education to ensure all students have the same opportunities. The statement is generally true, but it's important to recognize that not all high school graduates have the same opportunities or support systems. Socioeconomic status, race, and other factors can greatly impact a person's likelihood of success after graduation. High school graduation is definitely a critical milestone for economic mobility, but it's not the sole determinant. Structural inequalities, discrimination, and lack of access to resources can still hinder a graduate's ability to achieve financial success. 80 of people incarcerated didn't finish HS. I would say that's good evidence. Feels like something you should have typed into Wikipedia. Why would you rather hear the opinions of a bunch of jack-offs? The outliers will do good in any situation, but they are the outliers. Average people statistically will do better if they complete HS. 100 in Germany. It is absolutely true. Unfortunately, there is an ongoing trend that our educational system favors kids from families with higher education and higher income. But it is still possible for kids from lower income families to get higher education, and it is still their best way to a higher income later. But they have to play the game on hard mode, while others play on easy mode. Probably nearly universally true.